Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Okay, so if you've noticed your search traffic acting a little weird lately, you are definitely not alone. Today we're tackling one of the absolute biggest shifts in digital marketing right now, how to actually dominate search traffic in the age of AI overviews. For years, right, the playbook was super simple. You optimize for search engines, you climb the ranks, and you just reap the traffic. But man, the game has completely changed. Today we're moving from traditional SEO to something we call AEO, Answer Engine Optimization. We're going to open the hood, look at the exact mechanics of how AI selects answers, and give you a rock-solid playbook for getting your content cited.
All right, let's dive right into this with a quote that basically shatters the classic SEO mindset. Rankings get you considered. Alignment and proof gets you cited. Look, if you've been working under the assumption that getting to page 1 of Google is the finish line, it is time to unlearn that. In the AI era, ranking is not the finish line anymore. It's literally just the starting line. It gets you an audition, sure, but it absolutely does not guarantee you the part.
The whole paradigm has just completely shifted. Think about the classic SEO flow. It was this simple 3-step funnel, right? Rank high, get clicked, win the traffic. The funnel basically stopped the moment you ranked. But the new AI overview flow, it's a totally different beast. Ranking high just means you are retrieved. To actually win that highly coveted citation, your content has to cleanly match the answer, be selected by the AI, and look trustworthy enough to be cited. It's a whole new set of rules. So here is our roadmap for today. We're going to cover 6 things. First, why ranking doesn't guarantee AI citations. Second, the 2-stage AI pipeline. Third, how to actually win the selection. Fourth, building your citation stack. Fifth, running a citation gap audit. And finally, measuring what actually matters.
Okay, part 1, ranking absolutely does not guarantee AI citations. Let's start by tackling the first major hurdle marketers are facing right now, which is unlearning this outdated truth. There is this massive myth going around that if you rank number 1, you're automatically going to be cited by the AI. Well, the reality? Not always. AI overviews are incredibly pragmatic. They will absolutely bypass a massive, rambling page, I don't care how many backlinks it has, to cite a lower-ranked, mid-authority page simply because that smaller page has better structure and directly answers the question. The algorithm prioritizes a clean answer over raw domain authority every single time.
Which brings us to part 2, the 2-stage AI pipeline.
To really grasp why that happens, we need to look under the hood at how these answer engines actually work. And the crucial thing to understand here is the difference between stage 1 and stage 2. Stage 1 is retrieval. This is heavily influenced by traditional SEO. Your crawl health, relevance, authority signals. It's what gets you into the room. But stage 2, that's selection. And this is strongly influenced by AEO. This is all about having an answer-first structure, clear evidence, and great formatting. Think of it like this. SEO gets you into the room, but AEO is what actually gets you invited onto the stage to speak.
All right, part 3, how to actually win that selection.
So now that we know we need to optimize for stage 2, let's look at exactly what the AI algorithm wants once you're in that room. The secret sauce here? Semantic alignment. Semantic alignment beats broad topic coverage hands down. A lot of teams panic about AI overviews and just start writing longer, denser content. But look, if your content tries to broadly cover 8 different intents on one giant page, you are going to lose the citation to a short, highly structured page that covers just one intent perfectly. You have to match the specific intent and the exact shape of the summary.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how literal the AI is. A winning, cited page perfectly mirrors the shape of the AI summary. If the AI wants to spit out a list, it goes looking for a list-shaped source. If it wants a comparison, it hunts for a table. Your content has to be extractable, meaning it needs obvious headings and tight little grab blocks. It has to be verifiable, give it specific facts and constraints. And crucially, it has to be what we call reference safe, meaning it reads neutrally. It cannot read like a flashy sales pitch. And honestly, this explains exactly why you sometimes see massive premium brands losing out to tiny competitors. If you are losing citations right now, it's almost certainly for one of these 6 reasons. Maybe your answer is just buried way too deep in the text. Maybe your page is just generally about the topic instead of directly answering the specific question. Or maybe you're missing the proof layer, like you're making claims but giving no numbers or methods. If your page is structured just for SEO reading and not for AI reuse, or if it's too promotional, the neutral, reference-safe competitor is going to steal that citation right out from under you.
Moving right along to part 4, building your citation stack.
So to actually build this stack, we have to stop just churning out aimless blog posts and start building a deliberate library of specific page types. I want you to start using this new filter for literally all your content. Ask yourself, would a careful human editor cite this? Seriously, if your page is stuffed with fluff, marketing jargon, and the actual answer is buried at the bottom, a careful editor wouldn't touch it. And if the answer is no for a human editor, an answer engine is definitely not going to cite it either. Keep it structured, keep it neutral, keep it safe for reference.
Okay, so what does a reference-safe page actually look like? Well, across industries, we see AI citations consistently clustering around these 5 specific page types. First, definition and explanation pages. These need to be super crisp. Second, how-to and steps pages. Third, comparison pages. And listen, these must have tables and acknowledge fair trade-offs, not just say why you're the best. Fourth, evidence and data pages featuring your own first-party benchmarks. And fifth, support and ownership pages for your FAQs. Adding dedicated evidence or a clear troubleshooting tree to these formats will dramatically boost your chances of getting citing.
Part 5. The Citation Gap Audit.
All right, time for the action plan. Let's move from the theory of this citation stack into a concrete process so you can diagnose exactly how you're performing right now. This is a straightforward 4-step weekly audit. Step 1. Build a fixed set of about 25 to 100 high-priority queries. Make sure you're grabbing a mix: informational, comparisons, best for searches, branded stuff. Step 2. Record the AI overview outcomes for those queries every single week. Step 3. Classify the gap. And Step 4. Fix those gaps, but you have to do it in the correct order.
Now, steps 3 and 4 are where the absolute magic happens. And please remember the rule of 3 here. Do not try to optimize everything all at once. You have to diagnose exactly where the failure is happening. Is it an eligibility gap, meaning you're not even being considered? If so, go back and fix your traditional SEO. Is it a selection gap? You're in the room, but you aren't being chosen. If that's it, you need to rewrite your structure and add proof. Or is it a conversion gap? You're actually getting cited, but no one's clicking through. If that's the case, add a bridge or an interactive tool to force that click. Classify it, then fix it in that exact order.
Let's say you've diagnosed a selection gap. You rank, but the AI keeps skipping you. Here are some incredibly punchy direct AO tactics you can use today. First, literally add a 2 to 3 line direct answer block at the very top of the page. Second, add a citation magnet, like a really clean little table or a checklist. Third, add a how we know section. I cannot stress this enough. Just adding 3 to 5 bullets explaining your methodology completely changes how trustworthy and verifiable that page looks to an AI. And lastly, add follow-up ladders with 6 to 10 brief direct FAQs at the bottom.
Finally, Part 6. Measuring what actually matters.
As you start rolling these tactics out, you obviously need to know if they're working. But here's the catch. AEO wins often show up as visibility way before they translate into actual clicks and traffic. So you need to be tracking these 4 KPIs weekly. Number 1, citation rate. What percentage of your tracked queries are actually citing you? Number 2, citation share. 3, and this is the big one, competitive citation share. Tracking raw citations in a vacuum is kinda useless. Tracking you versus your top 3 competitors shows you who's actually gaining or losing ground. And 4, outcome lift. Are you seeing better conversion rates or lead quality on those upgraded pages?
So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with one final thought. Writing for AEO doesn't mean writing longer content. It means writing faster, smarter content. When your page is perfectly aligned and easy for an AI to extract, it's going to get cited for years. It is all about precision, structure, and proof. So take a hard look at your current strategy. Are you still just doing traditional SEO, hoping to squeeze into the room? Or are you ready to adapt, align your content, and actually take the stage? The choice is entirely yours. Thanks so much for joining me, and happy optimizing.